What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, today's actually going to be part one of a three-part series. Now, in this three-part series, I'm going to take you through exactly how I actually build iOS mobile apps and then launch them on the App Store as well, right? So I'm going to be going through how to pick the idea, pick the name, logo, then actually how I build the app, what tools I use, how to use Cursor, how to use Supabase, and then how to actually launch your app, put it into Apple for review, and then how to actually market the app and get users afterwards as well. So I'm going through the whole thing. And at the end of this series, I'm actually giving away the app for free. Now, I'm going to be telling you exactly how you can do that through each video. So watch the videos carefully, watch to the end, because I'll be dropping through exactly how you can enter the competition to actually win this fully made app. So the app can be completely yours. The logo, the name, the code, everything, especially on App Store Connect as well. And then also you will then own the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, however I decide to market it at the end as well. So stick around, but also take notes. Take notes of the tools I use, the things I teach you, and use all these details and all this information to educate yourself to build your first SaaS web app or mobile app as well. I'll be dropping a lot of source in this three-part series. Going to try and keep it concise and not ramble on as well. So let's jump straight into it. So guys, let me just move this slide. So we are in Loom, ready to start this project. Now, obviously, when it comes to building a mobile app or a web app, obviously you want to make sure that you have your idea. Now, there's a couple of ways on how you can get your idea or come up with an idea. Now, one of the ways I'm going to talk about, because exactly how I've done this as well. So this way is essentially just thinking about a problem or something that you have when you would think you would use to basically fix a problem or a issue that you have in your life, right? So for me, for example, when I do traveling, I book activities, excursions, all these kind of things, and I've just got so many emails. You got like Apple Calendar, you got Google Calendar, and all this kind of shit. You might send it to a friend on WhatsApp or email it to them, or you book it online, and you get a confirmation code. I thought that an app where essentially you can have the app and you can basically put in all the information about all your activities or excursions that you have booked. So when you go traveling, so you go for 2-3 months, then you can actually see like, right, okay, on this day I've got this, on this day I've got that. These are the places that they are at, and this is how I get to those places, how much it cost me, the times, the details, some nice pictures to go with it as well, but also most importantly how to actually send notifications through this app, right? So you can have notifications to remind you, like, okay, you've got this activity coming up in 2 days, and then, okay, right, the night before, okay, you've got this activity tomorrow that's coming up as well. I think it would be a really useful app, and I actually did some pre-market research. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, but I'll tell you how I did it. Essentially, I just went onto TikTok, and I'd actually seen something called like Nomad Table, I think it was, and it's an app that people are using when they travel to meet other people, do activities, and all this kind of stuff as well. And I've seen a couple of more travel apps as well, and I did search the App Store to see if there's anything similar on there like that, but I couldn't really see anything, especially anything like niche specific. So that's really important as well when thinking about that. And obviously, it's the start of a new year. So if anyone's going to be going traveling, it's going to be, in this side of the year, right? Because it's not like we're in December and no one's going traveling until next year. They're all going traveling this year at some point. So you can market this throughout the year. It's not weather dependent, because if they're going to a sunny place or a winter place, it doesn't really matter. They're going traveling, and that's the point. They can be doing snow excursions or surfboard excursions, right? It doesn't really matter. It just depends on where they're going. So as long as they're booking something, then that's absolutely fine as well, especially for long stays and long trips. So that's my idea. That's what I want to go with. Now I'm going to go head over to ChatGPT. I just want to explain my idea to ChatGPT, and I just want to explain what it's going to be, the features, and then try and just get some quick names and that kind of stuff as well. So we're going to do a little prompt here. So I'm going to put, okay, so I am making an app which tracks, actually no, I'll go tracks, which tracks people's activities they book for when they go traveling. Um, yeah, go traveling. Um, the features. The features will be they can add activities to their board. Now, I'm using the word board. I haven't actually decided it's going to be a board in the UX, but that's basically what I've just come up with. And that actually might, I can use this as a prompt later on in Cursor. That it might make like a nice board for me, and it might actually design my UX for me. So I haven't really got to do it, which is good. So they can add activities to their board, um, with location, description, can't spell or type, description, time, and date. Then it will also send the user a few reminders as well. Give me some cool, catchy, minimal, niched names for this app. And this is how we are going to get our app name. So we're going to wait for that to prompt. Right, so we're going to go ahead, it's prompted. We're going to go ahead and look at some of these names. So I don't know what the hell that means. Triply, Wayo, Travlo, Planro, Roto, Daymap, Tripboard, Planway, Booked, TripStack, Timely Trip, Go Out List, Travel, Trail List, Tripfolio. I like Tripfolio. We're going to pick Tripfolio. Quick tip, don't get too thingied on, the name. I'm going to go with Tripfolio. I think it's cool. Tripfolio, portfolio, trip. That'd be pretty cool. And it can be trendy as well. Okay, so now I'm going to say I'm going to pick Tripolio. Is that how it said it? Is that how? No, I'm going to just copy it. Just copy what it said. Oh, Tripfolio. Don't know, Tripolio. Going to pick Tripolio. Now think of some small extra features I could add to the app. To this app without making it complicated. I just want to see what it puts, so we're going to prompt this, and then afterwards we're going to prompt. I'm not going to bother with that. It's just catching on my bloody face. There you go. I'm not going to bother with that. So we're going to prompt this, and then afterwards we're going to actually prompt how. We're going to prompt it to make us a prompt for us to use in Cursor, so we've got that as well. So let's see what it's got here. So it's given us activity status, so planned, completed, fair enough. That'll be pretty cool, simple. Nearby today, view a tab shows today's video activities. No. Smart reminder presets. Yeah, I think we should make a default feature. That'd be pretty good. Quick notes per activity. So minimal jury, becoming without a Jira app. We could put a feature where you could have you could have a tick list where you could say, right, okay, I need to bring this, and this for this certain activity. So I'm just going to set up a Google Docs quick so I don't forget all this. Alright, so I've got my Google Docs here. So I'm just going to call this Tripfolio. And then I'm going to just copy this prompt here, just so I know what it's about. I'm going to go back And then I'm going to go to a look. Categories, no. Offline access. Viewable without internet. Editing requires connection. Yeah, so I want 8. I want 8, I want 7. I want 8, I want 7, I want 5. So I want 8, I want 7, I want 5. And then I want 8, I want 7, 5. And I want a feature where you can create a small tick list to make sure you have all the things you need for this activity. And then, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to say, then, so use these and the features I gave at the start to make a simple but detailed, I'm going to put a concise but detailed feature list. And I'm going to prompt that as well. Right, so now it's prompted that, so we're going to go and check it. So activity board to add trips and activities with location, description, date and time, smart reminders for upcoming activities, activity checklist, a tick off essentials, trip overview card showing total activities, nice. 1 memory photo per activity, that's cool, I like that. And then offline access as well, okay, cool. So I'm going to copy this. This actually sounds like a really cool app. Obviously I was just doing a small quick app to show you guys what's possible and what you can do, but I'm actually getting quite excited about this app now. Sounds pretty cool, especially when I travel myself. It's something I definitely 100% use. Now I just want to quickly just do some brainstorming on cost. So I would say it's pretty fair to I would say it's pretty fair to maybe charge like, it's always in dollars, isn't that? So like, I'll say like maybe $4 a month. And then let's go year. Obviously, you have a yearly plan as well, because what app doesn't have a yearly plan? And let's say, so it's $399 times 12. So how do my yearly plans? So $399 times 12 is $47.888. Now, let's just say they want to save 50%. Look, I'll just call the yearly plan 19. Let's just call it $20, because it's just like a steal, right? So you're just getting like loads of people in. Especially now everyone goes, oh yeah, but you're not getting recurring money. No, you're not. But what you are doing is you're getting, let's say, you're getting $20 per person to sign up. What's actually happening is that is technically monthly money, right? Now they're not going to pay monthly; they're going to pay yearly, so it's yearly recurring. But what's going to happen is you're going to promote your app and market it so much, and people travel all year, all year basically, the whole year. Maybe except maybe not, probably Christmas, but even then they might. But they travel, year round, and so you're constantly getting new customers all the time. So maybe you're not going to have like a significant, like like just one number of like $9,000 a month, but you might have 7,000 one month and then $15,000 the next month and all these kind of things, right? So you're still getting monthly as well, which I think is good because people are going to buy this when they need it and they may keep it if they got multiple trips as well. So they might want to use it for the next year and the next year and the next year. So you're going to get some lifetime out of these customers as well. Now, really important thing, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take the name. I know we don't have a logo yet, but we'll do that later. We're going to take the name and we're going to take our features and we're going to go put it into something called Vibe Base. So if you go to vibe-base.app, this is a fantastic tool, which is super trusted, loads of reviews and stuff, and they're running a limited time offer. $49 for life, so you pay once and you never pay ever again, and you get it for life. And I'm going to show you exactly what it does because I've signed up to this. So I'm going to show you exactly what it does. But it's only first 50 users, and it's $29 a month. So that's like what, over $300 a year. So yeah, so it's a crazy steal. I would get that now if you can. Like I said, $49, one off lifetime payment, and you can never have to not have it again. So you've got it. I already signed up, but if you want to go to vibe-base.app, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in and show you what this is all about. So I'll go ahead and sign in quick. Give me a second. All right, so we're here in the back end of Vibebase, as you can see. Now, just to show you around this tool a little bit, if you are considering to sign up. So here you've got tech stack sidebar. So depending on if you're building a mobile app, web app, or a SaaS, you can actually decide, okay, what tech stack do you use if you're unsure. So it's got all the information on what tools you should use for a mobile app, a web app, and then a SaaS, a software as a service. Then it's got a community feature. It's got a live calls feature as well for calls that are being every week for support, live builds. You can watch people build things and ask them questions and get help as well. It's got a courses library, so about the fundamentals of the app, how to build and work properly, and then actually it teaches you how to build the app. So it actually shows you how to use Cursor to build your app, how to use Lovable to build your app, how to use data button, different tools, all these tools, how to set Cursor up, the special commands for Cursor. It's got everything in there you absolutely need, so you haven't got to watch any other YouTube video ever again. And like I said, $49, you have it for life. And then also, so how to build that, and then also how to market your app as well. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, paid ads, AI, UGC, creators as well, to use AI for ads as well. So it's got a whole course in here, as well as the software itself, which I'm about to get onto. 30 plus ready ideas as well, if you're struggling to find an idea yourself, if you want to build something now. And then it's got this projects page. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you this, is we're going to go ahead and click new project. Project name, we're going to type Tripfolio, and then I'm just going to say, give me a very brief description of this app. Description of this app. Now whilst that's thing in, we're going to take the features, put the features in here, and we're going to take this brief and we're going to put it in here. And now we're going to go ahead and create the project, and I'm going to show you what this builds. It's going to plan your build, and it's just amazing. Just check this. So it's just built this. We're going to bosh this out so it's nice and nicely organized. So what it's done is it's built us a whiteboard to plan our app out for us, and as you can see here, it's got the Cursor prompt. Now I haven't got any course videos to follow because I don't need to follow any course videos, but this will give you course videos to follow. So if you're a brand new Vibe coder, or you just want to build an app or a SaaS, it's going to walk you through what videos you need to build this, right? So don't sleep on it, because everything in this Vibebase, everything in Vibebase is exactly what you need to build. You don't need anything else. Course, planning, support, live calls, community, tech stack, ideas. It's got literally everything. There's no excuse why you can't be building your own thing as right now. So the link is in the top of the description for Vibebase here. Now, as you can see, if I go over, you can see that it's basically planned out my app for me, right? So as you can see here, saying choose your tech stack. Now you can actually edit this as well. So I don't actually want to use Lovable. In the description I didn't actually say it's a mobile app, but it's talking about Cursor, so that's fine. So obviously it's got a project overview here, and you go around saying web application, but if you need offline access then nature features, then you can do this. But I'm going to put mobile app. And I'm going to change that there, and then here we've got search features, date and time, functionality, and then we can actually add in here if we want to. I can just make a note. This is another thing about planning it. as well, and they're actually bringing out an update very, very soon as well, so it's going to be even more powerful. And they're bringing up integrations as well, so you can integrate this with Cursor and Lovable depending on what you're building as well, which is just insane. So we're just going to put here, just going to put also add feature to tick off a list needed for activities. Bosh. So we've got a nice note added there, so we now know that that's something for that. And now it's talking about Stripe, Revenue Cat, fast host for custom domain if we want, but instead we're just going to put, okay, we're going to use Cursor for mobile app. I want to go Revenue Cat and Stripe. And then App Store Connect we need as well, which also you can find as well. So I'm just going to save that. I'm just going to put a few bits in there in terms of, you know, apps. It's supposed to be App Store Connect, not App Host Connect. And now it's given us a phase building section where basically it's going to say, right, okay, now you need to set up the project. So you need to put it into Cursor, then add the backend, and then set up basic structure, connect to GitHub for version control if you would like, and then start building your core features, then polish your UX, and then launch. So the whole thing on that, you can use this sidebar here to obviously track your project as well. And then if you go, it's got authentication, so it's going to be, you know, nicely protected for users, emails. Payments, obviously it's going to be in the paywall, so it depends if you want it in the back end or not. Row level security, which is super important, and so it's recommended here to make sure people's things are protected. File storage is important for the images that they're going to put for that one picture, then any pictures they want to put for the activity, and then the activity information itself, and then reminders. Database, again, data, user preferences and settings as well is super important. And then basically once you've actually detailed and sort of done this whole whiteboard, so you've gone through this whole thing, then you can go ahead and then copy a Cursor prompt, which you can then go put into Cursor to actually help you start building your app. It's going to be the first prompt to get you started, and then it's actually going to build the app for you basically, and you can come back, you can add new things. If you forget things, you can come back. And the idea of Vibebase has got everything you need, so the courses, the tech stack, the support, the community, everything. It's also got the building and the integrations as well, and coming soon, and then the planning. But the biggest thing is having a place to put all your ideas, right? You've got all this notes in one big whiteboard, which is visually pleasing, easy to navigate, and a project to-do list which is built for you. Then all you've got to do is just tick it off basically, and then follow it to track the progress of your app. As well, which is amazing. Rather than using Notion and your notepad and your whiteboard and all these different things, you've all got it in one place as well. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fill this out, and I'm probably going to call this video here for part 1, and part 2 we're going to go through the logo, we're going to set up Cursor, we're going to finish this off and then do the Cursor prompt at the end of here as well, and then we're just going to start building the app, which is super exciting as well. So I'll see you guys on the next one. If you want to get started yourself and use Vibebase, go on the link in the description. Like I said, the first 50 launch is on, but not for long. If you can't manage to get the first 50, then get on the $29 as well, because it's still a steal, and they might have some more deals in the future as well. So links in the description for that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.